you have an M. Basically, if you've ever read Playing to Win by Serlin.
Yeah, I was actually talking about that today with someone.
Really? Okay. So you know about like the Yomi
Peace
layers?
Later.
You know what I'm talking about?
Say it again.
Yomi layers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have like the M to C4, right? And the M. So basically, in the Yomi layers is basically this series of moves that players have, and players really only have like 2 available moves apiece. An M move is called a master move in video games. Basically, it's a dominant move that comes out like in some part of the game, right? A C1 is a counter 1, and a C1, what it does is basically a counter made up by players in this competitive game to counter the master move, right? A C2 is a counter to the counter 1 that the players that do the M move do to counter it. And then the C3 is countering the C2, which counters the C1. However, there is no C4 because the C4 is the M. Because if they do the C3 and you do the M, you'll win, right? Because the C3 doesn't counter the M. So basically, around September, and when the World Cup was going on, you saw Infienda and Boki and all these people doing this tires rush, and they would rush it right here, and they would play this doorway, and they would get to this doorway so fast, and they would kill everybody that ran to B right on this map, and it caused this map to be really insurgent-sided, because security's main advantage on this map is B, and they could not use it. Bogey and Infienda and Link did this to an extent, but he didn't run a flanker. Link's big mistake was that he always wanted to run an assault because he thought you had to pin the box. He didn't realize that you could, and well, from what people knew at that point, that you could get here faster with a flanker and kill people. This was really like the first thing I started doing when I like actually got good, like per se. When I started having like high frag games, I would just run to the store and kill everyone on this map. And then obviously if they're pushing tires, you can just play the store, which is still pretty viable. You just sit here and hold this angle. Even though it is a left peek now, you can pretty much kill anybody. So this is the M move that everybody came up with, and then obviously there were 2 counters that people did. One of them was to do this, but this was very unviable because you could get killed from apps windows and get shot from here as well. So it was very risky. So what people started doing, or what me and Lunatic did, is we were the first people to do it. Lunatic did this thing called the gate pre-fire. And so Lunatic would go here and he would shoot through this box, right, with an assault. But he was obviously like super slow because he had an assault class. So I basically got a flanker, and I would run through here, and I would jump on this truck. Yeah, kill that door,
that a lot.
which is now what everyone does. Known as the tires pre-fire. Kisses does it. Everybody does it. So basically, when that came out, that became the factor that killed the door runner, right? So that's the C1 move. So what is the C2 move? What did everybody start doing, in tires when people started doing that? Well, you do this. You run through the glass and you slide to here to get to this doorway, because this doorway is your position of power, and you want to use this doorway, right? People that play tires like from here or whatever, unless it's a special circumstance and you're anticipating some predictory shit, it's usually not that viable. So you want to get here is like your optimal position. So people will do that, right? Now what everybody hasn't figured out is how do you kill the dude who's doing this, and this is how you do it. Instead of going to the tires, you spam a little bit like you're pre-firing, and then you basically like sit beside the truck and you look at the doorway, and then when he crosses the doorway, you kill him. And basically what that does that's you. I mean, it's really like really simple. Like you're gonna like what I'll do is I'll pre-fire this one round, and then the next round I'll run up to here. I'll rush this because I'll hear the glass break, and then they like will run out, and then I'll kill them right here because they are anticipating a pre-fire, and then when I don't pre-fire, they slide, but I'm actually right there, and I kill them when they come here, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So
I've played tired against you a lot, and then this is all familiar to me.
So
But
like
makes sense now.
yeah. So you just like basically predicting if they're gonna go through the door or if they're gonna go through the glass. And so basically what you're gonna do, like I do a lot of flashes, or I'll like have someone pre-fire it and I'll rush it. Like I'll do this, you know, I'll slide here. This is something that Black Mamba actually was the first guy to do this, but I started doing it more than he did. He jumped right here. And then you have a lot of options. You can go back and peek. You can go here. You can go through. The most success I've had is actually to get like right here. It depends on if they're on beat or not. You can get right here and do a lot of damage though from this position. But I'll try to like run up cubby. It depends on what the team is really. A lot of times I'll just like, yeah, peek this and then peek this. And you can kind of get in this corner. It's basically then you're a player holding their dominant lane from right here. And they can't really do anything. But yeah, I mean, the first, you know, if you get by this dude, the first thing you want to do is check this, because there's usually a guy here. And if he's not here, the second place is that he's here. But if you run through here and he's here, you're probably already dead. Like, that's actually the best way to defend tires. If you're afraid of a tires rush, the best way, a lot of players are like, oh, he's going to rush tires. Like, I'm just going to sit right here, you know. And this is, I mean, this is not bad, like, for a tires rush, but they can nade you. You know, I used to do this shit to people. Like, I would just, like, shoot through the wall and kill people, because they would always go there. Like, after Ruzi fucking sits in here, like, every fucking round. It just sits here. Like, he's so bad in tires. He just sits there, and, like, it just gets really predictable. So you can just let him sit there the whole game. If a tires player wants to play back here, or here, or here, let him play there. Like, don't even play tires. Just let him sit there the whole game. Just not even worth your time. He's being useless to his team. Let him be. But yeah, so, you know, if you want to, like, defend tires, go here. Or here. Probably the best way to do it. Your third option is definitely this. Or if you want to be a bit safer, this back here.
So
they can't really nade
playing,
you. Like, you know, if you throw a nade.
So playing back by that table is like obsolete from the pre-fires.
Rip. It depends.
I jump
I
on
get
top
people
of it
there all the
sometimes.
time.
And
Yeah,
I
a lot of people.
I prone in the doorway a lot too.
I mean, it's somewhat viable. Like, a lot of people do it though. Electric was really good at it. Electric used to do this, like, to kill me.
Yeah,
when I
I've
did
killed
my
you like
pre-fire.
that.
But yeah, like, it just kind of depends. But you're not being very useful to your team here. If you think you can win this pre-fire battle a lot and kill this guy, it's good. But like, if you're just gonna sit here, like, you don't need to sit here the whole game, and that's when it becomes a problem.
So
You can do
guy,
this.
putting him in arch, basically.
Yeah, or cubby. Like, I mean, if theoretically,
Archer cubby, yeah.
or the door, like the door too. I mean, people can't rush you when you're playing the door either, because
How do you get to cubby if you're playing in a cubby? Still pushing through
Apartments.
tires? Oh, abs.
Apartments, yeah, or B. People do it through B. Yeah, this is good to tap B too. You can tap B and run in here. But the problem is that the security guy is gonna be like right here. So you might die, you might not. I figured more people would catch on to this and kill this guy, but really, like, Nate and King or Intrigue, when they've done this, they never die. Like, they just never die. I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to me. But people just don't see them. People aren't looking at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the main thing. Like, this is definitely like a doable thing. for sure. I've never played like this, but most people do, and you can do it. You just don't need to sit here the whole game. I'll do it occasionally. Like I'll do this if people, because people know when they play against me that I never do this. So I'll do it like once just to like fuck them, you know, with them. Because then they'll be like, oh, am I playing against Wooly and Tires? Like, is he gonna do Wooly shit, you know, that Wooly does, or not? You know, because I don't do that. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a good mix up. Like, do that, or one good thing that Link actually came up with to counter me, when they used to scrim us a lot, was like he would have the guy shoot this, like, just spray at him like through the wall, kind of, and just to draw a fire like through the wall. It wouldn't even peek his head, just through the wall, and then Link would actually rush out of here and try to kill me. And so if Link didn't see me, he would like peek out of this, or like run out of here. And I would actually, to counter Link when he did that, I would actually play in this corner, which just sounds really, really strange. But I only did it whenever we were playing against Link specifically, because I knew that's what Link would do to counter that. So I would have like King go shoot from the truck, and then go to apps, and I would sit in here, and Link would fucking pop his head out, and I would kill Link right there and just leave. But yeah, that's a good one to do. Like, it's what Link did, at least. No one's ever gonna do this against you though. Like, it's not something people do. But yeah, like, you just shoot out of here, and then you have a guy that rushes it.